This is Tracey from GiftBasketAppeal, and today we're going to be making some thank you cards. It's going to be a napkin card using this adorable napkin right here. So let's get started. I thought this was a great card to make. A thank you card for like a service member would be great using this stamp right here. And this is just to say thank you for your service. So that's what I'm going to be using. And I love the way the font is on there. That print is really pretty, and you could say thank you for everything because we can't say enough thank you sometimes. I think I don't get tired of hearing it, and I don't get tired of saying it to other people. Thank you for your help. Thankful, thanks. Thanks for being my friend. Thanks for being my blessing. Thanks for being there. That's a good one too. So there's so many ways to mix this up. You could even say, you're so kind, you're so wonderful. There it is. You're so generous. There's so many different ways to use this stamp. So this is a great way to have lots of sentiments in one stamp. So I found these napkins at Kroger supermarket, and I think they were like 99 cents. It was like a 10 for 10 or something like that. Yes, they were like $1. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to use these and turn them into a card, or I can use them on other projects too. So this is going to be, I measured this out to be 5.5 by 5.5 because you can make your card basically any size you want. There's really no restrictions. But I don't normally do this, but I wanted to get the whole napkin on there. So even though it's bigger than that, than the card base, I'm adding some cardstock to layer it. Some red, white, and blue. I thought this would look really nice to make this card pop. And you can make a bunch of these and give them away to a service member. And I love the way the stars, at first I was going to do it like this, but then I said, nope, I'm going to leave it this way. Just like that. So let's go ahead and get rolling on this. Let me show you what this looks like. Pull it out. You see, so I'm just going to use that one part of this. So you can make a bunch of cards out of this one. And so this is a way to have a bunch of thank you cards, and whenever you see a service member, you can hand them out to someone, or if you want to do cards for soldiers, I know there's a lot of different places where you can share your cards for soldiers, for veterans. It's just a really good way to give back. Okay, so I really like this. See, so we're going to glue this napkin onto here, and it doesn't line up exactly, so I'm going to probably cut it down just a little bit, but that's okay. So I'm going to use my extra strength Elmer's glue stick, and I'm going to separate this. Let's see if I can find an edge to separate it with, and if you want, you can just wet your fingertips and that will help pull it apart. And just be careful pulling that apart. Okay. And so we're going to saturate this. We're just going to move that out the way for now. And we're going to cover this with our glue stick. You want to make sure the whole thing is covered. If you've seen me do this in some of my other napkin cards, you want to make sure that the entire thing is covered so you don't have any bubbles. You don't want to have any clumps of this on there either. So I'm just smoothing everything out. And so you see, I don't want that on there. You want to make sure that that doesn't clump up. Okay. And I usually have a larger glue stick than this, but this will work. Okay, so now you want to make sure you don't have any sticky stuff underneath your surface here. Let me just remove that, make sure that there's nothing sticky on there. Because if there is, your napkin may end up sticking to it, and you don't want that. Okay, so. Okay, I'm just lining this up right here. Okay. I'm just smoothing it out gently on that front part, just a little bit, and then I'm turning it over now. And I'm just pressing it in so that it's nice and smooth. Just want to do it up and down. Let's see. And there you go. Look at that. That's going to look really nice. Now, some of the white edges are sticking out. That's okay. I'm just going to cut away just on the edge. Okay, and I'm going to put it down again because I see some of that napkin coming up. We want to make sure it's really smooth. Okay, there we go. Nice and smooth. So just in case you need to do that. Okay, so I really want this edge, just that little white edge. I'm just taking it off a little bit. Okay, before I actually add it to this, I'm going to stamp right on here. Right there, thank you. On there in black. Let's see. I'm going to use my VersaFine ink. We'll see how this does on a napkin. I'm really loving the way this looks. And I will put the link to this stamp set below in the description. I want to make sure I don't get any ink on my card. Get a really good stamp. So let's see how it goes with stamping on the napkin. Oh, that looks awesome. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. And I may as well go ahead and stamp the inside too. Thank you for your service. And I think any of our service members would be happy to get a card like this. Just randomly, right? We could always find a way to do something nice. I know someone had said they give out these tags, like a thank you tag to service members. And I thought that was really nice. Like they just carry a bunch of them and they hand them out. And I thought, wow, what a great idea. And they put them in their purse. And I am over inking today for some reason. Okay, let's make sure. I'm just using a wipe to kind of wipe this off. All right, so let's go ahead and put that right there. See. Thank you for your service. All right, so I really love this ink. If you don't have this, you really need to get this for card making. Cuts out a lot of having to try out different inks. So it takes all the guesswork out. Okay, let me go ahead and put this on here now. That's going to look pretty with the red underneath it. Let's see what we got here. Make sure I line that up and give it a little bit of a border. Oh yeah, this is going to look really nice. Look how that looks already. And then this will have its own little background. And see how that comes together now? I am loving that. Okay, so let me just... Why not? I could use some of my art glitter glue. And I don't need a whole lot. And then that just gives it another border. Layering like this really makes your cards. It just does something to give your card a whole nother look. Let's see, I can still shift that a little bit. Awesome, and now we just put it on our white base. And you can make a ton of these cards. I know a lot of you say you struggle with, sometimes it could be time consuming, like for one card, but as you start to move through the whole process, it gets better. It really does. I have a tendency to be heavy-handed on this. Make sure I glue it right. I've done that before where I've glued it upside down. I've done that before. Okay, and look at that. Simple and easy. And this is great because it could be for a male or female service member. So it's just perfect. I love this. And let me show you the other one that I did. So I stamped a little bit higher on that, and the design was a little bit different with the stripes. Look how cute that looks. If you want to add little things to it, I did take some of my this diamond wrap. Okay, so if you wanted to add a little bit of bling to it, this is what I did. I didn't layer this one, but I add some diamond wrap right over the stripes. They fit perfectly. So look how adorable those are. So I'm going to sit here and make more cards while the camera's off. I'll definitely put all the information in the description box below this video. This is called Just to Say, and it's got thank you for everything. Great stamp to have in your collection. So I will see you real soon, and give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.